What's up, everyone? My name's Chris Marshall with my boy Frank G. We are the hosts of Build the Empire podcast. Frank G, tell the people what we do.
What's going on, everybody? Chris and we discuss established empires while showcasing us building ours.
Another day in October. The season's changing quickly here in New York. Frank G, how's life?
It certainly is a cold one today, man. Got to get my fall clothes out.
I have sweatpants.
Sad moment.
I have hoodies. Is it sad? I like change of weather. I certainly like autumn. Winter in January, February could suck ass, but
certainly does. After that first snowfall and maybe some ski trips, I'm all good with the winter.
I like ski trips in fancy spots such as Aspen and Park City and the Swiss Alps.
You like those as in you've been there, or you like the idea of them?
I've been to one of those three places. I like the idea, certainly. I was actually mapping out Aspen. Very expensive. Very expensive.
I mean, yeah, it's like a destination. I mean, around the world, people go there.
Yeah.
Isn't it like one of the best mountains?
I wouldn't really know. I would imagine Park City would be the ideal destination for skiing. In which we were there, we were chilling, we were hanging. April, last snowfall.
I probably should know that now that I enjoy skiing, but I know Colorado's a big spot.
Colorado is awesome. I was actually Philadelphia over the weekend. Philly is 90 minutes away from us. Have you ever been there?
I've been there a few times. I've even been there accidentally while leaving Atlantic City. So
I think Philly, I was with you during that.
Yeah, pretty sure we were crossing a bridge we've never crossed before. And we're like, we're not in the right city.
That sucked because we traveled an hour out to then essentially make a U-turn. I've never really been to Philly. I went once to an airport and I went once for a doctor's appointment. So I wanted to go to Philly, get a Philly cheesesteak, kind of get a feel for the city. I heard mixed reviews on a Philly cheesesteak there. I heard one, it's overrated. Then I heard one, it's great.
Well, isn't there like Pat's and something? Isn't there like two famous spots?
Pat's and Geno's. It's lit up like Times Square. It's literally on the same block. And I was in a dilemma. So I went whatever, which one was quickest to me. Yes. And I will say I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Of course. It was probably the greasiest Philly cheesesteak you've ever had in your life.
Well, that is why it was so great.
Yeah.
It was not.
Oh, it wasn't. The brown bag they can give you, it wasn't seeping with grease?
No. It's not like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they made that joke. They don't give you a brown bag. They give it to you in tinfoil. And like the bread is just fresh bread. It's not greasy at all. It was like very easy to eat. It wasn't messy at all. It was just clean.
I mean, to make a Philly cheesesteak is usually messy.
Well, maybe in Philly, when you make a Philly cheesesteak, they know how to not make it that messy.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the place is famous, so what can I say?
I don't know. I was with.
Maybe it's all in the bread. It's not even about the meat.
It could be. Well, they use the cheese, the Swiss cheese, that nasty shit.
The Swiss cheese whiz.
Yeah. I believe that's what they use.
I don't like. I mean, I used to love that shit.
Certainly gross now, especially you as a health freak over there. I mean, you probably count your micros and macros on a daily.
I don't, but I mean, it'd be nice if I did.
I'm sure you count your calories to some extent.
No, not really. I just eat clean, and I wouldn't say I count calories, but sometimes I'll weigh like chicken.
What do you weigh chicken for if you don't count the other stuff?
Because I'm trying to have like a specific amount of protein. I mean, too much protein is a negative effect just as much as, I guess, a lot of sugar.
Interesting. But aren't you supposed to have the amount of what you weigh? If you weigh 170, you should have about 170 grams of protein.
Well, I'm talking about one meal, like dinner or something. I'm trying, 6-8 ounces of chicken.
Understood.
Typically
Understood.
6 maybe is like a cut. 8 to 10 is like maybe a bulk.
Would you say you're like a thigh cut or like a breast cut?
I would say a breast cut.
I knew you would say the
Certainly.
breast cut.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had
I'd
a
say a
very
breast
strong
cut.
feeling you were going to say breasts. I did. I did. I was talking to uh, my lady friend earlier, and I was stating how earlier in the show when we started recording, remember
Mhm.
how we used to talk to women and they all would listen to the show? It's like
Yes.
half our show listeners were just the girls that we
The
would speak with.
Yeah, it would be the girls we were currently talking to in the current moment.
Yeah, and I found it was bizarre behavior, to be honest, to watch and consume the material and listen 22 minutes in and make reference points to us and then stop talking to us. Very odd behavior, if you ask me.
I mean, yeah. So you're saying someone specifically.
I think we both had that experience.
Well, oh, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought like we were talking about someone's like specific, but yeah, I have had that experience as well. It's interesting. They like the show, they talk to you about it, and then the second they're done with you, they don't even look. I mean, who know? I actually don't know if they listen. They certainly don't talk about it no more to me.
Well, I've been on a duty mic, so I've also
It's
my
a good
phone
mic.
is my phone is so busted that I
Oh,
can't I
here we
can't. I mean,
go.
I tried sending you funny videos. It took me 20 minutes to send that to you. So I can't do no advertising promoting until I get a new phone, which I can do any day now. I'm just lazy. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think
Mhm.
your lazy factor is on the medium?
That's actually kind of tough because there's obviously more moments of laziness than others, but I guess I would say I have less. It's got to be below 5. It's got to be below possibly even a 4. To be honest, might be 3.6.
That's not really lazy.
I mean, but there is like the moments where you're like, but no, I don't know.
But wait a second. What constitutes as lazy is not doing your job, being there early, going to the gym. For some people, I would say for us, we're conditioned where like the gym is not necessarily a factor. I mean, it's the
It's the
other
other.
shit to accomplish.
Well, well, that's if you're talking about like your professional stuff, your goals, that is a little different. But like if you talk about you leave a dirty plate in the sink because you're lazy, how often does that happen? That actually doesn't happen too often for me. But that's because I also don't want someone else to really clean it.
I mean, my mama could clean that.
Yeah, well, I don't really at this point. I kind of don't want to.
That's very nice for you. You're a
Yeah.
very good son. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You know, I made a new goal, lifetime goal, the past couple of weeks,
Oh
and
yeah,
that is to never learn how to do laundry till the day I die.
it's a new goal that you've been obviously accomplishing for the last 30 years.
I've
So,
been achieving it thus far. You ask me how to do laundry, I will drive to the laundromat.
would you know how to do it then?
I know how to pay the guy. No, not like do it in the laundromat. Just pay the people to do it for me. I'll pick it up in like a couple hours.
Oh, because there's like people who go, oh, you're okay, okay. I'm thinking you go to the
Yeah. No, I
laundromat,
just drop. I just grab them with a
push the
sack.
quarters.
No, no, no.
So if you lived alone, bought a house, you would pay to go to a laundromat as opposed to getting you would still get a washer and dryer because when you eventually meet someone, you hope they do your laundry.
Yeah, I would likely meet a girl who will do my laundry. I am hoping. I'm going down the route
Well,
thus far.
I was gonna say, is your lady friend do your laundry?
The thought of her doing my laundry excites her.
Okay. Sounds like you met the perfect person.
I tell you, man. I tell you, my father, he doesn't know how to do his laundry. He's 70 years old. So if I can go down that route, I'm a happy camper. I am a happy camper.
A lot of the times they do say the apple does not fall far from the tree. So that makes sense that that is what you would like.
I don't know how to take that, but I will take that as a good thing.
I mean, it
Uh,
was not a bad thing at all. I was, well, I
I
mean,
hear
not
you.
doing your own laundry. You can take it how you want. The audience is it good or bad, whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you usually you like people in your family.
I like people in my family now.
No, you are like I said, you are like people in your family.
This is getting into some Freud thoughts.
I mean, is it or do you tend to pick up habits of people you live with for 20 plus years?
I don't know. Do you know how to do laundry?
I know how to do laundry. I currently do not do it. I have done it.
I would imagine a quick YouTube video I can learn how to do laundry.
I'm pretty sure you could just look at the laundry, the dryer, the washer, and just realize what you
Figure it
need to
out.
do. Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm hanging out with my buddy Frank, my buddy Tom, and Tom's girlfriend. And this comes up in conversation. Me and Frank, we lay back. We're like, yeah, no, we don't know how to do laundry. The girls we're currently with are likely to do our laundry. And Tom, what about you? Tom apparently does his own laundry and is anal with his laundry, where if his girl does do his laundry, it's going to be a problem.
That's hysterical. But I did know he did his laundry because he did our laundry when we stayed at a cabin once. So
Makes sense. Apparently, he does good laundry. I didn't even know you could do good or bad laundry.
well, you can like shrink some shit, make like colors run. You know, it's
Lint.
lint. I mean, I don't know. You worried about lint?
Well,
I
that's
get
what dryer sheets are for. You put a dryer
yeah.
sheet so like the lint it absorbs the lint. I was young and I was trying to make one of those spoofer things. You know, you smoke weed out of, but you need the dryer sheet at the end of the thing
Yeah.
to smoke out of.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even know where those are located, so I was never able to make one.
Located in your house?
Yeah, I have no idea. Didn't
I'm
even know what that
sure.
is. I don't even know what box it comes in.
I'm sure it would be near the near the dryer.
Now you can say a 30-year-old should know how to do laundry. I tell you, I'm 29.
Well, that's a good comeback then. But I guess a 29-year-old should also know how to do his laundry.
I mean, to be honest, that's just subjective.
Interesting. But a 30-year-old has to do his laundry.
I
Or at
didn't say
least
that
now.
either.
Oh,
So
wait. Okay.
I almost got arrested over the weekend, 94 days ago.
Oh, I
I
was
got
gonna
out the
say
block.
again,
Yeah. No, again.
as in this last weekend.
Saturday at around 2:30. I almost got arrested.
2:30 in the morning, yeah.
No, 2:30 in the afternoon. So
Interesting.
I'm driving to Philadelphia, as I said earlier. I take the wrong route. I'm now driving down I-95, I think. I listen to my GPS and it tells me to take a right, and it like puts me on an overhead to make like a U-turn to go back. Now I have a nice fat blunt in my cup holder. I have about 10 Dutches in my console. Yeah. So now I listen to my GPS and
Okay.
I'm breaking no laws. Well, I did break one
Well,
law.
the
What?
GPS may have led you astray. Could have made helped you break the law.
It did.
Yeah, and what'd you tell the cop? The GPS told me.
It's exactly what I told the cop.
Oh, Maron.
The cop didn't.
Of
It was
course not.
it was strange. So now I have the GPS. My lady friend has a GPS. I don't necessarily want to pick up my phone and show the cop my GPS because cops are dirty. They'll be like, "Oh, you got a phone, phone ticket."
I don't. I'm not. You're parked at this point. The car is in park. You could have
Well,
turned it off and showed him.
I did turn off my car. I was
Still
trained.
worried about it.
I was
Phone
trained
ticket.
by. I was trained by cops that when you do get pulled over, put all your windows down, put your keys on dashboard, shut your car, put hands on wheel. That essentially notifies the cop that you do have some respect and some cop showed you that's how you handle it.
Yeah, or maybe like you really got some shit in the car and you just don't want to get shot, so you're making sure you all see.
Maybe, I don't know. But I didn't break any laws except essentially trespassing.
Well,
That
that's the law.
My GPS did leave me that way. So now we make the turn and we see undercover Mustang. And I'm just like, fuck.
Undercover Mustang.
There's a cop. Now I drive past him 100 feet. What? I'm like, oh shit. First instance, take my right hand, put it on the blunt, dumped it in my chair, right down that
Okay.
crevice. You know?
Yeah, between the seat and the center
Yeah,
console.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the
Easiest
first thought.
easiest spot to look if you got out of the car.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping it didn't go that far.
Yeah. I get okay.
So back and forth. Cops like, do you know why I'm stopping you? Now
Never answer that question.
I didn't know, right? Because when I made the turn where the GPS, I actually blew past it like 100 feet. So I actually like I backed up on the highway to get to that turn. So I thought maybe that's what he was getting me for. I
Did he
couldn't
see
admit it
that?
though. No, he didn't see that. But like
Okay.
I thought
You
that
can't
was
ever admit that. Yeah. They'll just be like, oh,
yeah.
you're right. There you go.
Yeah. So he takes my license, registration, goes back to his car, but doesn't take my registration. So I'm thinking he's believing my story of the GPS, although he said a million times he doesn't believe us. Although he looked at my lady friend and said, I do believe you, but I can't look you in the eye because you look believable. Well, we
What
are telling the truth.
does that
So,
even mean?
yeah, yeah. So he takes my license, not my registration, goes back to the car. Now, I thought this was funny because you're not giving me a ticket if you're not taking my registration, right? So I guess he took my license to run it, comes back and tells me, uh, I'm not going to give you a ticket. I'm giving you a warning. I can't look her in the eye because I believe she's believable. And I just want you to know that I could arrest you for defrauding the toll booth. So I guess there was a toll shortly after that turn, and you can't do that turn because then you don't pay the toll.
Oh, you turned right before a toll?
I guess. And I have no idea where I am. I have an easy pass.
A toll that was probably $1.10.
I think that this is where white privilege comes into play, certainly.
Why?
Because,
As you weren't arrested. I
yeah.
don't know if
Also,
he was gonna. I mean, a ticket. I would say
well, what's the
probably.
moving violation, though? There was no moving violation.
No, he got you for avoiding.
But,
You fled
but,
the toll.
but that is arrest. That's not a ticket. He
I
said that he
don't. Is
couldn't.
it?
He said he can arrest me for that. He didn't. If he could give me a ticket, like I don't think there.
Was it an illegal turn? Because that's the moving violation.
It did say he's like, did you look at the sign? I looked at back and there was a big ass sign, no turning. But like
Well, there you go.
the the GPS told me that, man. I would have won in court.
I don't know.
I
I
would have won in
mean,
court.
how would you have won in court? Would you have took the judge to that spot and let your GPS say that exact line?
You call maps, call Google Maps, show them the
Mm,
GPS, show them I have an easy pass,
mm-hmm.
show them that wasn't the intention. I feel like I would have won to arrest me. And then what do you do with
I
my
don't
car?
think the guy. Well, I mean, what happens to you when you get arrested? No matter what, we can't go somewhere else. We've been
Well,
there.
not when you have a passenger though, because the passenger doesn't
Oh, the
get
passenger
arrested.
could drive your car if they have a
Yeah.
license. Yeah.
So I tell you,
I don't think you're getting arrested for that unless you were being,
well,
a dick to the cop.
no, certainly weren't being a dick. All I know is that was stressful, and I rode away, sparking a nail, taking a dub.
You gotta be honest though. You made it sound way worse than it was gonna be.
You
Tell
know,
me you almost got arrested again. I wouldn't even have said that.
your boy was traumatized, when he was at the block 94
I
days
mean,
ago.
I bet you now the block in Philadelphia is way better than the block in Miami-Dade.
I tell you right now, it probably is not. Philadelphia is as hood as it gets. It is bad. Everybody, I went to a CVS. They told me be safe walking around the streets. I went to the Met, which is like a historical
I
theater.
don't know. I guess it could be.
Bro, Philly is bad.
Yeah, but Miami-Dade has to be one of the worst places.
Everybody's pretty friendly though.
I mean, I guess the block that you were in.
It was a drug dealing block.
What happens? You make an illegal U-turn like you and you get arrested. Are you in the drug block? You in the
I
traffic
don't
block?
know. Either way, even when I was in the drug block, they segregated me from everyone else because I was like, getting arrested for a gram of weed and was the only white kid. So I guess they didn't want to put me in the guy who sold me the weed who got arrested because then he'd be pretty pissed.
Yeah, that guy would be pissed.
So I had like the whole cell to myself, and then they put two people who had minor crimes like me. They put us together. We were chilling.
Well, luckily you avoided that in Philadelphia. I wonder if I would have
Yeah.
been one of those phone calls.
Uh, I've already trained my lady friend to contact you if anything bad is to happen. If she needs any money,
She
if
needs
she
a fail
needs,
safe.
if she, you're like our emergency contact. In fact, I even trained. Like I even asked her. I was like, if I was to get arrested in that moment, who do you call? She's like, Frank. I was like, no. In this particular moment, you will call my parents. Any drug charges, you call Frank. We can't call my parents on those.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That makes sense though. That certainly makes sense.
You call my parents and let them know I'm defrauding the toll booth, and they'll laugh and be a little pissed and curious as to what happens next. But they probably will be all right because they know I've been through this before.
It's just crazy because those like stops lead to other crazy crime preventions. Like imagine like the guy had, you had a blunt and whatever else. The guy,
Well, I was scared because I had Dutchess in my console.
of course, that's like ultimately what made someone search our car once.
Yeah, it's the first time
Dutchess.
I got arrested. There was an easy wider in the cup holder.
And there was a stepped on empty box of Dutchess that was just empty.
Mm.
How do you search a damn car off of that? But we've been there, we've discussed that.
Yeah, well, Seagirt, New Jersey, just it just sounds shitty.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great. And it was
It
far from
honestly sounds like a derogatory.
Seager.
It sounds like a racial slur. Damn you, you Seagirt.
I mean, I guess if you want to make fun of those people there, you can say it like that.
I
Should
guess
have
I.
should have left the courtroom like that.
Fucking Seagirt. I was number 97 arrested in mid-July out of the whole county.
I was
97 people.
Yeah, I forget what I was, but I
Either
was
96
98.
and 98.
Yeah.
We were like the biggest drug bust they had.
Oh, I tell you, that guy probably got a promotion.
Fucking peach.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you just never know. I mean, obviously law enforcement's great behind their back. You just never know if someone's gonna be a dickhead.
You never know when
Unfortunately,
someone's going to be a dickhead.
unfortunately, they have the power to make you miserable for that
They sure
time.
do. They sure do. Um, so my 4 cities in 8 weeks is up. I'm glad it's up. I'm a little
Nice, you
tired.
made it, kid.
Yeah, I will say this: Nashville had the worst food out of the four.
Out of the four, yeah, but
Philly
like the
Philly
person,
cheesesteak was way better than hot chicken.
yeah. I mean, the hot chicken was good, but just not like I wouldn't go back for hot chicken. But we also apparently didn't stay in the best. I mean, it was Tennessee. Yeah, Nashville kind of sucked food wise, but apparently elsewhere in Tennessee, you get good biscuits.
Yeah, I do like biscuits, man. I do like biscuits. Where we had biscuits, it was whack.
Biscuit love was not what it sounds like.
So that podcast I showed you with Sal Volcano, a no taste
I've heard,
buds
yeah, I've heard a
something,
few of those, a few clips
very,
from it.
very, very funny. But when I asked you, do you prefer an English muffin or a Pop Tart, I was just very glad and happy you chose English muffin. I myself had an English muffin today.
I'm not sure why those two things are even being compared. Like it shouldn't be like a Bialy and an English muffin or a bagel and an English muffin.
Oh, a Bialy and English muffin is a good comparison.
That's like a good, yeah. That's probably the closest. A bagel, obviously, much bigger. I don't know, bro. Pop Tarts are whack as hell.
Pop Tarts are pretty whack. An English muffin is pretty whack after 11 a.m.
After, I don't know, peanut butter with a little everything seasoning. Oof, little with banana on it.
You haven't had it after 11 a.m.?
Yeah, probably. I'll have that after the gym if I feel like I need a little extra something.
Yeah, yeah.
Toaster oven. Yeah, that's my shit.
Frank J, I got a question for you.
Sure. What you got?
What's your go-to hit line on women?
My go-to hit line?
Like, how do you how do you land the cast, as fishermen would say?
um, well,
How do you hook and reel?
to be honest, I feel like it's different every time. But
Different every time. You don't have specific things. Tell the people. Tell the people
I
what you
don't.
do.
I really don't have specific things. I feel like, to be honest, I
Mm,
usually go in with like that, smile, that kind
the
of like
smile.
that kind of handsome smile where they look at you. But the last time I picked up a girl, I just did like this to her, like a hand motion to like come over to me,
You did the rock.
and she did. Yeah, yeah, I did the rock,
Mm,
and I looked at my buddy, and we just laughed because I really did not expect it to happen, and then the rest was
And
history.
well,
It
tell
worked.
us about that history. What happened?
I mean, and gentlemen never kisses and tells.
They certainly do off the record. That's for sure.
Well, that's off the record.
I hear you. I hear you. I mean,
I do got the Frankie two step though.
he's doing the two-step right now. Out now on all audio platforms.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, I
uh,
figured you'd commentate that one for me.
yeah, man. I mean, that's what I'm here
Well,
for.
you tell us. Like, I mean, I guess now you probably haven't used one of those pickup lines in a little bit, but why don't you
Uh,
teach us something here?
teach us something.
I mean, I've seen it all from you, but
You don't know all of it. I mean, there's some things.
remember
Uh,
that one time I told you I said you could dance like Chris Brown and there was Spanish music, like it was the opposite music and dance too.
oh, that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool.
Should have said like I don't even know some Spanish Ricky Martin or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, that is funny. That was one of my lines. I dance like Chris Brown. Then it gets the lady curious, and then at that point they're too far.
If you really can't dance though, you put yourself in a hole.
I mean, you could work with that. You could work with that.
You could, I mean, anyone can work with it, but some people are like shy when it comes to dancing because most of us aren't good, and people think that you're judged on it.
I mean, a couple of shots and the world gets
Yeah,
fuzzy.
absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Um. Yeah. I just want to take notes. Just want to see how Frank G moves. That's it.
I kind of just, I kind of just let the situation. It's different. Every situation calls for a different scenario,
Mm.
so I don't really have something set, but I'm confident it will be there when I see the next person.
Oof. I can't wait to see that.
You may
Can't
just see
wait
it.
to see that. I can't wait to see that. Why you trying to go to Miami in December?
Miami in December. It's possible.
That where you trying to go? Is that where you trying to go, kid?
I mean, now I've been in Miami.
3 times in like 4 months?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Maybe the Keys.
I'm telling you, the Keys kind of suck, but I guess I could see why you'd want to go.
I mean, I hear good things, but I guess it's not for everyone.
What time are we on here?
We are on 29 minutes, 10 seconds.
All right. Well, hopefully, King Henry sucks.
Yes, King Henry put up the points.
And
Little,
hopefully, we all win
little
out.
backstory quick here. I got King Henry needing 18 points. My buddy on another team is going against him, and he can't score more than 9. So we're going opposite directions here tonight. Is there a way
We
for us
shall
both to
see.
win? I don't know.
Yeah, I just need Julio Jones to go off.
And the good news, we're 6-0 in another league.
It's all about money. Make your money. I think we're gonna make our money back at least.
Yeah, I mean, I also just like to wear that champion belt. but it is nice to win some money.
This guy shows no humility. He just cares about the championship belt just to boost his ego.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's to boost my ego. It's to show it off to everybody that didn't win it.
Very humble. Very humble.
I
Have you ever
mean,
won?
have I ever won? I've
Uh,
I've won at things.
okay.
Not about the past, right?
It's about the future, baby.
Yes, sir.
End this show, kid. I gotta ask you a couple questions off the record.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We love you guys. Have a wonderful night.